When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. Septum Sin versus the Wild. Septum Sin versus the Wild. Septum Sin versus the Wild. Septum Sin versus the world.
I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching Septum Sen versus the World. I'm Septum Sen. I'm here with Kotobuki Jake.
Hi.
We're here to show you what they got.
Yep.
Well, we're going to start off. I'm just going to let you know right off the bat. We actually have Gundam this week.
Yeah.
Mobile Suit Gundam NT is out. I figured that was just relevant news.
Yes.
But why don't we go and show you what else is coming to your neck of the woods right now.
She was living on couches that belonged to her friends. She would sleep with her feet in her shins hanging over the ends, looking over her shoulder, never knowing herself. I believe she could never fit in till somebody new came along.
Didn't have a lot to talk about this week, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my one thing and I'm done. There's only really one thing that threw my interest. Some of the stuff was kind of maybe, but he's going to cover the two that are just like for me. And that is How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Of course, they're also doing a 3-movie deal. Leo, I mean, you're gonna see that.
Oh, very good.
But so if you don't have it, you can just get them all.
I have the first two.
I have seen it in theaters, and it was a good film. I mean, How to Train Your Dragon 3 kind of wraps up the trilogy. It begins with the dragons, and it ends with the dragons. And it was good. I think, like a lot of trilogies these days, it seems to peak at the second movie. Because the second movie, to me, was my favorite of the 3. And, I don't know, the third movie was well done, but I just didn't feel like it was as good as the other two.
I want to see it.
It was a good movie. It was good. It probably will be up for... Might be up for an animation Oscar this year.
Almost surely. The first two both were.
I mean, it rounds it out, and it probably would. I mean, I remember when the first one, there was a lot of buzz of it, maybe even winning.
Yeah, it was up against Toy Story 3. There was no chance.
Yeah.
But it's still... And of course, this one
will be up against Toy Story 4, so it still has no chance.
Yes. Oh, it's so sad. And the film that should have won that year was Summer Wars, but... Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and launch right in. Criterion has a new one this week. Cue the critic.
A foreign film. Oh, the evening is saved. I like French films, pretentious, boring French films. I like French films. 3 tickets, s'il vous plaît. Ow.
Because it's a French film. Actually, I want to say French-Canadian. I could be wrong, and feel free to call me out if I am. I want to say Claire Denis is French-Canadian. But I could be wrong. But the film is directed by Claire Denis. It stars Julia Binoche. It's called Let the Sunshine In. So you know it's going to be depressing as hell, because, you know, that's...
I keep thinking of the Flintstones whenever that comes up, because that was the song that Pebbles and Bam Bam sang together in the Flintstones episode.
Yes, I'm sure it will be very much like that episode.
Exactly,
I'm
like
sure.
that episode.
But at any rate, any new Criterion release is worthy of note, and that's really the main thing I have to say on that. Another notable release, a re-release, so this is a definite re-release. We don't know much about the re-release, and my apologies, I'm not doing my homework there. But Oliver Stone's Nixon is getting a very timely re-release. That one, of course, featured Anthony Hopkins as Nixon, and had a very intriguing supporting cast. And it was, he had a handful of films, like JFK came out about the same time, like that focused on, you know, those kind of big figures. Nixon is definitely a decent film. It's well done. It's well acted. I don't remember it well.
I liked Frost Nixon.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was totally different.
What was the one where Nixon had like the hot women, the 3 or 4 hot women that were around and doing stuff to him? I can't think of. There
Are you
was
talking about Dick?
Dick, yes.
Wasn't that like Michelle Williams and someone else? Like, right? Yeah. Where it's like basically like the interns or whatever. I can't even remember. I haven't seen that film.
See, there you go, right there.
I don't know. Anyway, and one more I want to cover, a live-action film, The Upside, came out at the very start of the year and sank without a trace because no one really... This was a attempt to adapt a French film to America. The brilliant, wonderful film, The Untouchables, which co-starred Omar Sy, and I can't remember the other dude offhand. In this one, Kevin Hart plays the Omar Sy role. So, but the other role, the role of the, I believe he's a quadriplegic. I cannot remember. I hate this. I've seen The Untouchables, and it's wonderful. But the guy's either a quadriplegic or a paraplegic. But he's this really well-to-do guy who takes in this not-so-well-to-do guy off the street. Basically, the guy comes in for a forced job interview, basically, you know, like, and he's impressed by his worldliness, I guess you could say, and they end up becoming very good friends. In this case, the older guy, the guy in the wheelchair, is played by Bryan Cranston. So I do have hopes that he probably did a really good job with the role. Hart's a decent actor, but they could have picked someone better. The film could be good, and I'll give it a try one of these days, but I do want to note it for people. If you don't particularly want to watch a French film, and this one's even remotely as good as the original, it'll be worth watching. And then maybe you'll decide, wait, maybe I will try a French film. I don't
Yeah.
But otherwise, just watch The Untouchables. We have another volume this week from Aniplex of Sword Art Online, Alternative Gun Gale Online. Yay. And a re-release from Sentai of Land of the Lustrous is a not-so-shiny release this week. But the big ones... What are you doing?
I'm copying it.
You're copying it. Yeah. Oh, okay, I see. The big ones this week, we've got 2 Essentials releases from Funimation of shows that I'd really love to have, but they did not do limited edition sets, and I did not want to pay those kind of prices for regular sets, so I will be happy to get the Essentials. First one is kind of timely because Kuniko Ikuhara has a series coming out right now, Sarazanmai, the one about kids in Kappa. It's supposedly weird as hell. All of his stuff is. Penguin Drum, Utena.
Yeah.
This dude makes weird stuff. Yurikuma Arashi literally translates Lily Bear Storm. And I don't know why they didn't translate it, because that's kind of a fun title. And it's a full-blown Yuri series, to the point where you don't want to watch it at work because of some of the sounds that they make. It's a phenomenally intriguing show. The visuals are extremely intriguing. The idea is a wall went up between humans and bears. And bears have been trying to infiltrate the human world. And they take human form, and they come in, and the humans are being taught from an early age, watch out for bears, they will eat you, they will, the entire series is dripping with connotations of one sort or another, and it mostly focuses on this one girl and this pair of bears who come to know her, and it's a really cool series, but it is weird. And I preferred Penguin Drum over this one, but I'll still be happy to get this one.
I remember that Anime America had said something like it was one of the best romance series, and because of the couple itself was supposed to be like one of the best couples.
Yeah, I don't honestly remember how the relationships broke down, because it was... and I've only seen it once. This and the other one were both ones I streamed, which I don't do a lot of streaming. And the other one we actually started together.
I finished
it. We actually were watching this as a sort of get in the spirit sort of thing. We were doing a Sailor Moon themed game briefly, very briefly. And so we started with episodes of Gonna Be the Twin Tail, which in a sense is sort of a magical girl series. It's a full-blown... I enjoyed Going to Be the Twin Tail. Let me say that up front. I enjoyed it a lot more than the concurrent Sailor Moon series, Crystal. I watched them at the same time, and I enjoyed Twin Tail a lot more than Crystal. I know that might be blasphemy to some people. I took the series as a full-blown parody. As a very much tongue-in-cheek. I did not take it seriously. I did not believe that they took it seriously. The series basically is a full-blown parody of both Magical Girl series and Sentai series. And it's a full-blown parody of fan service. Almost every fetish imaginable is... There's sort of like an essence that this alien race is trying to capture from people who have these fetishes. And of course, Going to Be the Twin Tail focuses... The title comes from the main character, is a dude, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, pigtail fetish.
He turns into a pigtail girl and magical girl with basically I believe they use mechs, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
Well, not really mechs, but like sort of like a bodysuit sort of thing.
Enough,
yeah, so you get mechs into there too. So like I said, if you watch it as a full-blown parody series, it's delightful. If you try to watch it straight, you're going to go, what in the hell is this? And it did have some really fun openers and enders, if I remember correctly, as well. But that was an interesting one. And again, both of these have been on my to-get list for a while. And now that they're probably going to be hovering in the upper teens instead of the upper 20s to 30s, I just might get them. And here's your chance to do the same.
15 is my price point for that. I will look at it. I will think about it if it's 15 or under.
I will definitely get Twin Tail for 15, and very definitely get it if I find it at 10.
Yurikuma, I might be considering getting if it's...
You should have it. I mean, any anime
definitely...
person, you should have Ikuhara's stuff, whether you love them or not.
Yeah, it's on my radar. I feel like I need it to go on sale just a little bit more.
Yeah. I sure as hell wouldn't. I did end up paying a lot for Penguin Drum and Utena, so I would not go anywhere near to those prices for this one.
Well, both of those are classics.
Well, yeah. But
well,
so that's it for me.
Yeah. So, what did you
Yeah.
want to pick up this week? Let us know in the comments below. Of course, like, share, and subscribe.
Yep.
And we will see you on the next one.